Example that we'll talk about is doing an isometric perspective drawing. With an isometric perspective drawing, it's also drawn on an angle. And so what you basically have is you start off with your first side length, and then you're drawing up your vertical lines. Okay? And that is complete. The difference with an isometric perspective drawing is that everything that you draw is being drawn to a point off in the distance. So let's say that we choose this point back here to draw all of our lines from in order to give us perspective. And so what would end up happening is that from these 4 points, you're drawing up to this point. Okay? And so what you end up with is a design that, you know, you draw your vertical lines back, but you notice that it's slightly skewed off to the distance. So if you're looking to draw a proper isometric perspective, you notice that it kind of looks a little bit squished. So it's not exactly, um, it's not as proportional, I suppose, as an isometric uh, drawing would typically be. Okay, so the key here is that when you're drawing with an isometric perspective, it's still a 3D representation, but in this case, you're drawing that representation to a point. Okay, so to a point in the distance. Okay, so isometric drawing just has parallel lines. However, with an isometric perspective, the lines are a little bit squished in as you are looking towards a perspective off in the distance.